Lev Parnas, one of the indicted Ukrainian associates, I guess we could call him, of Rudy Giuliani, allegedly told his friends not that long ago, within the last year, that he had been sent, along with his other indicted buddy Igor Fruman, they had been sent on a secret mission by Donald Trump to go to the Ukraine and dig up some dirt on Joe Biden. That is according to two different associates of Mr. Parnas, who have now come forward and said, yes, Lev was out there bragging, saying that he was on this James Bond-like mission from who he called the big guy to go to the Ukraine and dig up all this dirt on Joe Biden. Now, here is an excerpt from Igor Derish on Salon.com, and I have to read this because it's so phenomenal. This actually took place at a Hanukkah party last year at the White House. And here's what he has to say. During the party, Parnas and Fruman slipped out for a private meeting with Trump and Giuliani, two acquaintances who Parnas confided in, told CNN. Parnas allegedly told his confidants that after the meeting, that the big guy, which is how he purportedly referred to the president, had assigned him and Fruman a secret mission to pressure Ukraine into investigating Biden and his son Hunter. Parnas and Fruman were reportedly assigned to be Giuliani's operatives on the ground in Ukraine. Parnas allegedly described it to at least one associate as a sort of James Bond mission. And then you have Joseph Bondi, who is one of Parnas' attorneys, who told CNN, Mr. Parnas at all times believed that he was acting only on behalf of the president as directed by his personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, and never on behalf of any Ukrainian officials. That's an important statement from the attorney, and here's why. Republicans, as this thing comes forward, are going to try to say that no, Mr. Parnas, Mr. Fruman, they are in fact Ukrainian operatives working for the Ukrainian government. So getting this out here now from his own attorney saying he never thought he was working for Ukraine, always thought he was working directly for Donald Trump, that's a big deal. You get that statement out there now before the Republican attacks begin. It also shows that I think we're going to see quite a bit of cooperation from Mr. Parnas, possibly from Mr. Fruman. I mean, if he is able to come forward and corroborate Parnas' story, then yeah, this is bad news for Donald Trump and for Rudy Giuliani. His lawyer has already said that he is willing to cooperate with this impeachment inquiry, and we have already had some explosive testimonies so far. Sondland, Volker, Morrison, Yovanovitch, all of them, great testimonies. This guy, Parnas, and his buddy Fruman, working for Giuliani for Donald Trump, through Giuliani for Donald Trump, really. Yeah, I think their testimony is probably going to be the best that we can get. And another thing is that these guys are looking at some pretty serious jail time, right? I mean, they funneled $325,000 from foreign countries to Republican elections here in the United States. That's going to carry a pretty heavy prison sentence. So if they want to get that sentence reduced and possibly avoid being deported from this country, then I think they're going to play ball. And I think they're going to spill every dirty little secret that they have to spill. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.